everybody, it's Becca. Today I'm going to be doing a card tutorial and I'm going to be coloring with my Prismacolor pencils. I have this really cute image. This card is going to be for Bethany, who's BACraftyGirl. It's going to be for her Happy Card Challenge. She has a challenge going on where you have to use 3 stamped images, and then you have to use the color yellow or rainbow, and it has to have the word happy or a smiley face on it. So I'm going to make the card for that challenge. I decided to use Prismacolor pencils instead of my Shin Hand because I want to use black. And when you use Prismacolor pencils for black, it's really the way to go. It just gives it a really nice color, and I really love how it looks. So the stamp I'm going to use is a CC Design stamp. It's called Panda, and it's a nice big stamp. So this is the image, and so you can see when it stamps out, its eyes are hollow, where in here they're super cute. So I'm going to have to draw those in, and so I'm going to have this out sitting beside me as a guideline for while I'm coloring. For Prismacolor pencils, you don't really need a lot. I'm using CC Designs 110-pound Copic quality cardstock, but I've done this on regular cardstock and it worked alright as well. And I watch, her name's Amy, but her channel, if you haven't checked it out, it's Prairie Paper and Ink. She does amazing Copic tutorials, Prisma tutorials. She uses the Tim Holtz distress markers, but she recommends Stamping Bella's cardstock when you're doing Prismas. And I don't have Stamping Bella, so I'm going to use this, but that's what she recommends. So I have some Turpenoid here. You can use Gamsol, you can use Mineral Spirits, whatever. And I have my blending stump. I don't like to clean off my blending stumps every time, because you clean them off with a file every time so you can use a new color. So I just have a whole bunch of blending stumps that I use. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. And so I'm just going to use black, and I am going to go ahead and I'm not going to do the whole thing on the tutorial, so maybe I'll just do like a big section like the legs right here. And I'm just going to go ahead and color in where the dark spots are going to be. And I'm going to lay down a lot of color. And you don't have to use Prismacolored pencils. Prismacolored pencils are very pigmented, and they use, they look really good. But you can use, when I first started coloring, I used Laurentine and Crayola. And they work, they just don't blend quite as nice, but they still work. So I'm just going to show you how I do this part, and then I'll come back and do the eyes. So I went ahead and I put it in the dark spots where I want the dark to be, and I'm just going to dip my blending stump in, and then I just blend. You can use small circular motions or whatever you'd like. I'm just trying not to get out of the lines, because unlike alcohol markers, if you get out of the lines, it's very hard to fix. And I am going to be fussy cutting this, but I don't want to color the white spots of the image. So yeah, and there you go. So you have a really nice color, and it gives it that really nice part in the center. So I have finished coloring all the black parts, and now I want to do the eyes. So this is what the eyes look like on here. They've got like a purple, and then a blue, and then a little white dot. For that little white dot, I know I'm going to use a gel pen. And I don't think I'm going to go purple to blue, though. I think I want to try and use a couple blues. So I'm not really too worried about the blue going into the black, because it's blue and black is darker. So I'm not really too worried about that. So I'm just going to kind of use this as a reference. And I'm going to try and draw where I think the blue would go. So I'm just going to do a little eyeball here. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put the blue on the edge. And sorry for the shadows. It's like 9 or 10 o'clock at night, so this is all light from my lights. And they're over that way, so they're kind of casting a bit of a shadow. So I'm coloring here. And now I'm going to go ahead and do the other eye. And just same thing again, I'm just blending from the outside and working my way in. And then we'll give it that really nice look. And now I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to do the dark circles, the black circles. And then it's really going to come to life. And I'm really not going to do much for shading with this just because I just want it black and I want it to be dark. And it kind of looks silly right now, but once I put the little white dots in, it will definitely come to life. So I'm just smoothing out the black right now. I like that. And then I'm just going to use a gel pen. And the gel pen is just going to get out of the way. Gonna give it that nice little white dot. So now I'm gonna start the card. So this card measures 5 by 5, and I just used a piece of yellow Recollections cardstock, and I inked the edges of this cardstock with Versa Magic Sahara Sand. I just liked the definition it gave. And the paper I'm going to use, I got from a clearance pack at Walmart last year for $5. It's this pack right here. It just kind of says cardstock. So I guess this is probably the brand ATD. But it just has a whole bunch of really fun, bright colors. And so I thought that it worked really well with the whole happy theme. So I have my cardstock, and then I cut this piece, and this measures 4 3/4 by 4 3/4. And then I have this piece here, which is going to go like this, and this measures 1 inch by 4 3/4 inch. And the Happy For You stamp, so that's my word happy, came from this Whiff of Joy stamp set, and it's the sentiment here, Happy For You. And then this one says, friends get better with time. But I used the Happy For You one. And that's going to go on here. And then I'm going to go ahead and attach a bow. So I think I actually want the pink side to show. And then I'll put this nice and low. So you can see I stamped on the other side. I didn't like how it turned out. So I'm just going to go ahead and use my ATG gun and adhere that on. And then I'm going to place this near the bottom because I want to do a bow, and I'm going to use an action wobble, and I don't want it to get in the way. So I have this ribbon I'm going to use for my bow. It matches really well. It's just slightly different color. It's Stamping Up. I don't know if it has a color on it, but I got this from Kijiji, so I didn't actually get this from a Stamping Up demonstrator. So I'm just going to go ahead and wrap this around, and then I'm going to start tying my bow. So I've tied my bow. Took me quite a long time to get this the way that I wanted it. You know, sometimes they just don't want to work. I've been working on bows for a while, and I'm slowly getting better, but I still need some work. So I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to adhere this. So I have my action wobble. I feel like it needs something right here. but I haven't decided what that's going to be yet, so I'm just going to leave that for right now. I'm going to do the inside, and then when I figure out what I want in right here, then I will come back to that. So for the inside, really simple. I used another piece of paper from the paper pack. It's like these rainbow little loop-de-loops, and it's really, really cute. So I'm going to use this. It's cut at 4 1/4 by 4 3/4 by 4 3/4, so that it gives a 1/4 inch mat around the edge of the card. So I'm just going to go ahead and line that up and put that on. And then I have a stamp set. Well, it's not a stamp set, it's just a stamp, but I have this sentiment, and it says, "May today be a happy memory with the promise of beautiful tomorrows," and it's got happy again in it. And this is from Stamping Up. So I decided to add 3 little buttons on the side, and I tied little bows with twine in them. I really wanted to use yellow twine, but I only had green, blue, and pink and black, and so I thought the green matched the closest, so I decided to go ahead and use the green. And I attached them with glue dots. So that is my card. It's for Bethany's challenge, happy card challenge, and this little card I think is so cute, and the image is adorable, and so it makes me happy. So I hope that she likes my card, and I hope that you guys are all having a great Monday. I will talk to you soon. Bye.